Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. How are you? I hope you are well. Welcome to my class. Today's class. Today's class is stages of second language acquisition. Stages of second language acquisition. So, language acquisition. What is language acquisition? So, language acquisition is a process by which humans acquire the capacity to perceive and comprehend language. So acquisition, it means it's a natural process to acquire the language, informal process of acquiring the language. It, it acquisition it's based on the attitude, okay, subconscious process, un, unconscious process of acquiring the language. So L1 and L2 acquisitions. First language acquisition is a universal process regardless of home language. So first language, that means our mother tongue, native language. It's a universal process, innate process. Okay. And second language acquisition is the process of learning other languages in addition to the native language. So second language acquisition is the process of learning other language in addition to the native language. That means second language, we acquired this language, we learned this language in addition with the mother tongue, with the native language. That is the second language. So stages of SLA, second language acquisition. You know that all new learners of English progress through the same stages to acquire language. However, the length of time each student spends at a particular stage may vary. That means length of time it may vary, okay, but it followed some stages, step by step. Okay, theories of SLA shows predictable and sequential stages of second language acquisition or second language development. So here you see that Stephen Krashen divides the process of second language acquisition into 5 stages. So the first one, the pre-production stage. Second one, early production stage. Number 3, speech emergence stage. Fourth, intermediate fluency. Number 5, and the final one, advanced fluency stage. So now we'll go each stage. The first one, pre-production, or we can say here it's a silent period. Okay, these stages can list. So that means pre-production, that means silent period. In this period, the learners may not speak. Okay, so these stages can last from 10 hours to 6 months. The duration of this period, 10 hours to 6 months. In this period of time, students can perceive or receive 500 words, and they can understand these words, but they are not comfortable to use these words. And they can understand new words, and they are able to comprehend all these words, but they cannot use these words in their conversation. Okay, and this period is called the silent period of production period. Okay, and and in this period, rarely the learners can speak one word or two words, but most of the cases here we see that the students or the learners of second language, they can respond by their posture and gesture, body language, or responding their body language. Okay, and they can understand, and they can pointing the objects, pictures, and person. Okay, For example, if I say shut the door, they can understand and they can do that. They can just act, they're just doing the job, okay? But they are not responding by using the target language, okay? This is called the pre-production stage. And then the early production stage. Early production stage. And these early production stages can last an additional 6 months. That means already in our pre-production stage, we passed 6 months. And with the 6 months in early production stage, we are just adding additional 6 months. Okay, in this period of time, the learners can develop 1,000 words, 1,000 receptive and active words. And during these stages, the learners can use in their speaking one word, two word, or phrases. Okay, and here that means, and they can uh, give the answer a short, in short, or in a very simple sentences. They are just using. For example, yes, no, thank you very much, how are you, like this. Okay, here they can use the WS question also in this period, early production stages. Okay, and number three is emergence stage. So these stages can last up to another year. Already we passed 1 year in the past two stages, pre-production stage and early production stage. And here we are just adding another 1 year. Okay, and with this period of time, the learners can develop 3,000 words. 3,000 words. And in these stages, the students can communicate with simple phrases and simple sentences. And of course, in this stage, the students can ask questions, simple questions. Though here they are making some mistakes, some mistakes. Okay, so they are asking questions, giving the answers, but they are making some mistakes, grammatical mistakes. Okay, so here given one example, if I say, "Can I go to the restroom?" Can I go to the restroom? So here we can find a grammatical mistake. Okay, so though they are making some mistakes, but they can give the answer. They can speak in a very simple sentences. Okay, and they just can overcome the needs emergency periods of communications. Okay, so they will also be able to do some content work with teacher support. And here we can see that in these stages, some the grammatical correctness that can interfere on their speaking. Okay, okay. Number fourth, fourth stage, it's intermediate fluency stage. Intermediate fluency stage. So in this stage, learners are passing 3 years times. That means already they passed 2 years, 2 years time in their previous three stages. And in these stages, the learners are adding 1 year, additional 1 year. And in this period of time, the learners can receive 6,000 active words. 6,000 active words. Okay. So here we can say that students have typically developed 6,000 active words. And in this stage, the learners can use complex sentences in their speaking and in their writing. And in this stage, the learners can express themselves. The learners can express their opinions and thoughts and ideas and beliefs, okay, through their speaking. And in these stages, the students can clarify themselves and clarify the questions, okay, clarify the things what they are asking, okay, in their class. So, and they can understand the English literature and social studies context. It's phase. They can understand the English lecture, they can understand the English literature and social studies. Okay. And at these stages, students will use strategies from their native language to learn content in English. And in this stage, the learners can speaking, extend their speaking. They can speak in a longer length in this stage. And the last one, the final stage, advanced advanced fluency. So in this stage, here we can the duration of this stage is 4 years to 10 years. And another linguist is given this duration of time 3 years to 7 years. 3 years to 7 years. Okay. So 3 years to 7 years. And in these stages, it's advanced level of the learners. Okay, that means in these stages, the learners get the highest proficiency of second language. Highest proficiency. So, like some cases, we can see that the students can acquire the native, like the native accent, and like that means they are very close to the native speaker. Okay, because in this stage, the learners explore themselves in this stage. Okay, and in this stage, at the beginning of this stage, however, they will need continued support from classroom teachers, especially in content areas such as history, social studies, and in writing. So that means here we can say that the learners are fluent speaker here. They got these skills, and of course, they're the freehand writer of their target language or the second language. So here one thing we can add that in this stage that means the students can speak English using grammar and vocabulary comparable to that of same age native speakers. So here we can say that the second language learners can compare with the native language speaker. Okay. So that's all today. Thank you very much to everyone for joining this class. Allah Hafiz.